One city sued multiple times for wrongful death. Sacramento sued for wrongful death in 3 incidents involving the police. Put it up full mass. This is extreme and horrifying. So 3 separate wrongful death lawsuits have been filed in the last month against the Sacramento city and against Sacramento County, against the county, excuse me. The incidents that led to these suits are horrifying. I'm going to explain. The families of 3 men who died during incidents involving Sacramento law enforcement personnel filed separate wrongful death lawsuits in December against the city and county. The lawsuits include incidents in which a jail inmate was strangled by his cellmate, a man was fatally shot by deputies, and a bystander who died during a police chase. A Sacramento police spokesperson and Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, Lieutenant Amar Gandhi, both declined to comment on the lawsuits because of ongoing litigation. They did not immediately provide the names of the deputies and officers involved in the incidents or answer whether they were still employed. Fatal police chase on June 7. Sacramento police responded to a domestic violence call on Farmdale Way near the Pocket neighborhood. That's according to a police news release at the time. The suspect, Daniel Allen Cunningham, who had an active felony warrant, fled. The officers followed in a vehicle pursuit along Florin Road into the Pocket neighborhood. Cunningham ran a red light at Greenhaven Drive and crashed into the vehicle of another man, police said. That man, Han Hu Duc Nguyen, 30 of Elk Grove, died at the scene. Nguyen's wife, Thi My Lu Phung of Vietnam on December 19th, fled a suit in Sacramento Superior Court, a suit in Sacramento Superior Court against the city of Sacramento. The Sacramento Police Department, Sacramento County, and Cunningham. The suit alleges the officers drove at unsafe speeds, violated police pursuit guidelines. It requests compensatory damages. The Sacramento County DA's office will not be evaluating whether any officers or deputies should be criminally charged as part of a use of force incident, said Shelley Orio, a DA's office spokesperson. Sacramento jail homicide. There's another one. The family of a man who was fatally strangled by his cellmate in the Sacramento County main jail is suing the county, alleging jail staff put their loved one in danger. Daniel Thompson, 36, was in jail on March 12th for a nonviolent offense. That's according to the suit, filed in Sacramento Superior Court on December 31st, just after 7 p.m., March 12th. An inmate pressed the emergency button in his cell and alerted deputies that he had been in a fight with his cellmate. The sheriff's office wrote in a social media post at the time. Deputies responded and found Thompson lying on the floor. He was pronounced dead at the scene. There's another. The suit alleges the county's medical personnel failed to adequately perform a psychiatric evaluation of Sergey Gutsu, Thompson's cellmate, that would have revealed he was a serious risk to others. It also alleges the staff did not follow policies regarding inmate classification, housing, and welfare checks. Thompson was one of at least 6 Sacramento County inmates who died in 2025, according to a news release and coroner death report. He was the only reported homicide. And then there's the mother of a man who was fatally shot by sheriff's deputies is suing the county, alleging the man was in a visible mental health crisis. This took place on December 30th, 2024. Sheriff deputies responded to a house in Sacramento County. It's called the Vineyard area, to assist Sacramento Metropolitan Fire District personnel with a call for service for a man who was hallucinating, thinking there were people on the roof trying to kill him and his parents, according to a sheriff's office news release at the time. The man charged at a deputy with a large kitchen knife during de-escalation tactics. And so deputies shot him with a less lethal weapon. The release said when he continued to advance toward the deputies, they shot him. These are the separate wrongful death suits that have been filed, 3 separate ones, obviously extreme for any jurisdiction, regardless of population. Your brother thoughts here.
I mean, it's the same story over and over again. I'm struck by the mental health aspect, which I know is denigrated kind of broadly in this country already. And not to bring this back to ICE, but I believe there's been dozens of deaths that have happened with people in custody there too. And that's going to be an inevitable outcome of a system where it's not economically viable to actually protect that amount of people that are incarcerated. And I think the same thing is, of course, happening in prisons all throughout this country because people are not going to be prioritizing the healthcare of these folks because their bottom line is not interested in that. Their bottom line is interested in getting as many people packed in as possible. So I think that this is an example of a systemic issue that needs to be addressed immediately.